Welcome to the Ultrahuman experience. This session is free for you for the complete experience. Please download the Ultrahuman app.
It's a calm, quiet day. I am standing in front of a stunning mountain range, taking in its sweeping beauty. There's a little slice of heaven hidden away somewhere in this range, where colors come alive and speak to the soul. All my life, I have desired to experience this place, a place so beautiful that it belongs in dreams or in the land of fantasy. I have heard much about its dazzling beauty, and I have traveled far and long to find it. And now, the mountain of colors is somewhere before me, nestled in this sweeping mountain range. The air is crisp and cool, and the sky overhead is an electric blue. A few white wisps of clouds drift lazily across this blue expanse, and the sun is bright, not harsh, seeming to cast a sparkle on everything around. The trees, the rocks, and even my own skin, it seems, when I raise my palm and look at it for a few moments. I take a deep breath in. The mountains stretch out before me, wide and tall, like mighty guardians of the earth. They rise and fall, imitating swells in the sea, the wind whistling across their peaks. I am at the beginning of a path, taking in the landscape before me. The mountain slopes are awash with colors, earthy oranges, rusty reds, and bronze yellows. Some of the hills in the open space are covered by grass and peppered with trees. The mountain of colors is even more dazzling than these. I have longed for many years to travel to it. I have seen its rich rainbow slopes in my dreams. I have painted its beauty on canvases. And now, after journeying for days, I am almost there. At last, my dream will come true. The path before me will lead me to the mountain of colors. It meanders forward, splitting into a few trails ahead. My heart drums in anticipation, and a smile spreads across my face. I begin to walk forward with firm and steady strides. The wind brushes gently over my cheeks. The air around me seems to pulse with a calm, soothing energy that guides me forward. Each stride is in sync with the wind that whispers through the rock formations around me. The fenced path I am on is covered with beige soil and winds through the mountains like a river. Tightening my grip on the satchel that hangs on my shoulder, I continue forward. My breathing is even and steady. The warm air hugs me, and I smile. I observe each mountain as I walk, tracing the shapes with my gaze. The magnificent slopes remind me of the earth's resilience and fill me with a quiet strength as I walk towards my destination. The mountain soil fills the air with its rich yet subtle fragrance. I can hear the steady beat of my own footsteps, giving my journey a sense of rhythm and flow. I think of the mountain of colors, and a feeling of anticipation swells in my chest. I want nothing more than to reach the summit and admire the view from the top. After walking for some time along the winding path, my breath and my heartbeat are quicker, but steady. I halt and observe my surroundings. There are rock formations around me, which glow in tones of caramel and ochre. I raise my hand to my forehead, shield my eyes from the sun, and inspect the mountains stretching out before me and up to the horizon. There are slopes rising and falling all the way, as far as the eye can see. One speck in the distance catches my attention. It glints brighter than the others in the sunlight. With a start, I realize that it is the mountain of colors. I am still too far away to see it clearly, but I know now that I am on the right track. My smile widens and I move forward. I keep wandering through the winding path. The smile lingers on my lips as I walk towards the mountain of colors. The uniform green of the grass-covered hills and the swaying trees feel like a sacred temple that nurtures peace inside me. I breathe in this joy and awe as the colors around envelop me in a warm embrace. I wish I could take my shoes off and wander through the grass to feel its gentle and soothing texture tickle my feet. I admire the arching shape of the meadow on the hill and the weathered rock formations as I walk. The warm breeze kisses my cheeks and the earth pulses beneath me. There are winding lines on the sloping rocks around me. I soak in the sight of the amber sunlight washing over these gorgeous rock structures. I wander on deeper into the mountains. Before long, I can see the mountain of colors more clearly before me. I blink in disbelief and gasp at the sight. The slopes of the mountain are astonishing. Colors dancing and flowing across them in bright stripes. Lines of serene blue weave across the cliff face like streams. They slowly transition through a gradient to lighter blues, and then gradually they blur into a caramel hue. Red and orange tones flow into and out of the brown of the earth, shimmering in the sunlight. My gaze traces the colors as they move lower down the slopes and turn into an amber yellow. I walk alongside the mountain and find that these warm tones gradually fade into soft pinks and lime green. The colors streak across the mountain in bright diagonal lines. As these colors wash over me, I find myself filled with a sense of calm. When the sun rays hit each color on the mountain range, the stripes of warm and cool hues glow and radiate. Glimmering amber and sepia hues blend into calm blues and teal tones. The strands of color seem to dance as sunlight pours onto the rainbow mountain and makes it shine. When I am near one of the cliff faces, I touch its surface. The texture is so surprising that, for a moment, I hold my breath. The roughness of the rock contrasts with the beauty of the colors on the mountains. I walk on and admire the different shades of blue that adorn one of the slopes. A light shade of blue blends with darker azure tones. When my eyes trace the colors on the mountain, I see how the blue turns into a turquoise stripe. Each stripe of color then fades into warm reds, oranges, purples, and pinks. I touch the rocky surface again with my fingertips. It seems almost as if each color has a different texture when I touch it. The dented ridges and cracks feel coarse and uneven. Some of the granite rock is arid and bumpy. The granular stone is warm and comforting due to the heat. Each color feels jagged and weathered beneath my skin. But regardless of their uneven surface, the textures comfort me. The ancient power of the mountain reverberates in me as I admire the cracks on the cliff face. I trace one of the fissures on the rock with my finger. The winding shape of the crevice is similar to the meandering path I walk on. It is winding and weathered, with rough and irregular dents. I marvel at the patterns found in nature, at the beauty in the seamless balance between its different elements. I turn around and scan the mountains around me again. The view is so grand that my jaw loosens. As my muscles relax, I feel as though I am inside a painting. The stripes of color remind me of brushstrokes on an artist's canvas. The mountains emanate a kind of equilibrium and a balance and flow that is sometimes captured in the best paintings. The clouds move through the sky slowly. With each hour that passes, their shadows drift across the mountain range and ripple outwards. As they do, they darken the vivid colors of the landscape for a few minutes. When they pass, the land brightens again. Looking forward once again, I keep walking and feel warmth melt across my body. A path of stairs opens up in front of me, leading up the mountain. I take one step and then another. Every step is like a song that leads me forward. Determined, I climb up the stairs. Each step takes me closer and closer to the top of the mountain. Warm air fills my chest with each breath, comforting me. Standing in front of these timeless mountains is intimidating, yet it is also elevating. I wonder what they have witnessed over the centuries, what stories and secrets they hold. The wind tickles my arms as I climb the stairs with ease and smell the sweet scent of wildflowers and grass lingering in the air. The sounds of birds chirping calm me. I look up. The sky above is a picture of peace. There are round, fluffy clouds scattered about, a comforting sight. As they drift across the sky, the shapes of their puffy silhouettes change from large and fluffy balls to dense knots and soft, wispy strands. I find myself wishing that I could reach out and touch them to feel their coolness graze against my fingertips. My gaze shifts forward again. As I trek up the stairs, the richness of the colors around continue to astonish me. The different colored stripes on the cliff faces remind me of a rainbow. Each strip of color is vibrant and alive. The blue reminds me of balance and peace. The orange and red tinges remind me of the warmth of love. The purple and pink hues give me reassurance. And at last, the green reminds me of happiness and joy. I smile as I recall the excitement I experienced as a child when I saw a rainbow. It reminded me that no matter what life put in my path, there was always something to look forward to. I exhale and let my shoulders relax. My heartbeat slows down as my breath deepens, and I soak in the feeling of perfect balance and harmony between the different elements of nature, which work together to build beauty and perfection. The elements flow together to create peace. As I look out into the distance, this peace fills my heart and becomes my reality. The perfection of nature becomes even more clear as I climb further up the stairs. I turn and now see the vast mountain range spread out before me. A sense of awe overcomes me, and my breathing pauses for a few moments. Then I breathe again and am filled with a sense of peace and calm. I relish in the image of the clouds suffused by the sunset's glow, as well as the beautiful stripes of amber and aqua tones across the mountains. The wind passes through the rock formations around me and creates a soothing, whistling noise. The soft sound is like a melody that comforts me and inspires me to keep climbing up the stairs. Finally, I reach the top of the stairs and keep wandering along the winding dirt path, which is fenced on either side. I walk forward, breathing in the warmth around me and feeling a sense of calm swelling in my chest. The sun dips lower in the sky and slowly sinks to the horizon. As it does, the sky dims, bathing the beautiful mountain range with a soft glow. The stripes of warm and cool hues glimmer and radiate as the colors of the sunset spill across the sky. I am so close to reaching the top, so near victory. What was once a dream will become a beautiful reality. In a few moments, I will be looking out at the view from the top. My smile widens as I climb up the last stretch of the path. Then I stop and exhale, feeling pride and happiness spread inside me. I imagine bells chiming, announcing my arrival to the mountain summit. At last, I stand atop the colorful mountain and I laugh. Looking down at the landscape below me, I see the full grandeur of the mountain range. It is an ocean filled with waves and ripples of color. My eyes wander over the stunning striped mountains. I linger on every color that adorns the hills and cliffs. The colors greet me with joy, and I relax. The orange and amber sky above reflects the beauty of the land below. The beauty stirs my soul as a soft wind grazes my exposed skin. I came here in search of solitude, and I have found it among these stunning mountains. I let myself slowly sway to the sound of the breeze flowing through the Rainbow Mountains. Then I take a deep breath and ground myself in the present moment. Love awakens in my heart, and words escape my mind. The energy of life flows through my veins. I am finally here, looking out into the horizon, admiring the gradient of colors before me and the warm sky above. I smile and realize I am a part of the balance and beauty of nature. My body relaxes and I feel at peace. I close my eyes. As I breathe in, the feeling of gratitude and happiness spread through my body. The colors from the mountains are here to stay in my imagination forever. Now it is time to rest and dream once again. Good night and sweet dreams.